Happy Saturday, everyone. The ODU Football Monarchs were a young team last season in 2021 with only 9 seniors on the roster. Now, heading into this year, there's a lot of excitement with the next crop of up-and-coming talent. Today was the annual spring game at SB Ballard Stadium as the Monarchs wrapped up spring practice. Nathan Epstein was there and has more.
Headman Ricky Ronnie heading into his second full season as head coach, trying to get his guys fired up for a slightly chilly spring game. Quarterback Hayden Wolf, who started the last 7 games of last year, led ODU to that 5-game win streak to end the year. Had minor surgery on his throwing hand. Coach Ronnie said he'll be just fine heading into next year. Not a full game as much as a controlled scrimmage. Coach Ronnie said he liked this, the run game. Big game for Blake Watson, who rushed for over 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns last year. DJ Mack from Norfolk got the first snaps at quarterback. And here a Norview to Lake Taylor connection. The sophomore Javon Harvey hauls it in. Mack seemed in command of the offense most of the afternoon. Third down session for the Old Dominion offense. How many times have we seen this guy make a play? Mack puts it up and finds big Zach Kuntz, the 6'8" tight end, tied a team high with 5 touchdown catches last year. A little bit later, time for the defense to make a play. Mack going up top, and the former Indian River Brave Lamarian James there for the interception. Maybe the most athletic guy on the team. Conference USA honorable mention at kick returner. No touchdowns until the last session of the day, and it comes courtesy of the new guy on campus. Quarterback Brendan Clark, the transfer from Notre Dame, won a state title at Manchester right up the road at Richmond, keeps the play alive, slings to Marquise Dietz, the redshirt freshman from Norview in Norfolk, hauls it in. No final score to talk about, just some final thoughts on the spring from the head man.
And I won't have a grade, but I think, we had a good spring, stayed relatively healthy. Obviously today we held some guys out, and I don't know, maybe 12 of our 44 players in our 2 deep didn't participate today, but I thought we had some guys who stepped up and took advantage of that situation and that opportunity, and so I think we're heading in the right direction. We've still got a long way to go.
Overall assessment of the spring, we have a couple of different variables on offense moving around, so there's definitely some growing pains with that. Just getting used to how our new OC calls it, having different quarterbacks throwing the ball. So you make those certain adjustments to the spring, but that's what the spring's for.
That's 15 spring practices in the books for the Monarchs, and now they'll finish up the rest of the semester, heal their bodies, and then get back for summer workouts. After that, it's on to fall camp, which begins in August as the Monarchs get set for that big season opener right here at SB Ballard Stadium against Virginia Tech. With the Monarchs, Nathan Epstein for the Sports Wrap.
Thank you, Nathan. And today wasn't only about football. The game marked the 53rd Charity Bowl, which is now sponsored by Priority Toyota. For decades, it was an actual football game. Then it became a flag football outing. This year, the spring game acted as a Charity Bowl with the reception held at SB Ballard Stadium. This year, the Charity Bowl brought in more than $800,000, which will be given out to 45 different charities in the Hampton Roads. $250,000 of that is headed to Children's Hospital of the King's Daughter. Priority Chairman and CEO Dennis Elmer took over the Charity Bowl right around 10 years ago. Here's what he had to say about how important it is to him.
When you get to meet all the people from these charities, many of these charities wouldn't exist without the Charity Bowl. And so we only give money to charities that the money stays right here in Hampton Roads. So if the money leaves Hampton Roads, they're not one of the 45 charities. And when you see the work they do and the help they do, mainly for children, there's no way you couldn't do it. You have to do it.
Since the first one in 1969, the Charity Bowl has raised millions of dollars for local charities. Adding to that, a charity golf tournament will be held at Virginia Beach National Golf Club on September 20th.